Okay, good afternoon, ladies.
Good afternoon.
I'm Miss Glenn, and I am going to be your counselor for our after-school counseling sessions today. You okay, honey?
I was just on it.
That's okay. I just want to tell you a little bit about why we're here and what we're going to be doing. But first, before we do that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about, give you a few ground rules for us. The first thing and the most important thing is that I want you all to know that our counseling sessions are going to be completely confidential. That means if you have something serious you want to discuss, or even not real serious, everything that stays in our counseling session that's said in our counseling session is going to stay in our counseling session. So the same way you didn't want somebody telling your business, when you leave here, don't go out and tell somebody else's. No matter, even if you think that person is somebody you really do trust a lot, that's your close BFF, your parents or whoever, we can't share each other's business from counseling. Understand?
Yes.
And the other thing that I need to share with you is that confidentiality applies to me too. So I'm not supposed to, and I'm not going to discuss anything that we discuss in here for counseling unless, these are the only conditions that we have, unless you say something that may cause harm to yourself or where you may cause harm to other people. So outside of that, we'll be respectful and we won't do any name calling. If it gets if we have a disagreement, we want to learn how to agree to disagree. Everybody isn't going to agree with everybody with what they say. But while we're here, we're going to try to take this time to get to learn each other and to get to improve what it is we're here to improve. Now, I know some of you are here because a teacher or another staff member referred you here. And some of you came because you volunteered and you just wanted to be a part of this session. So what we're going to do is take a moment to introduce ourselves and tell what grade you're in. We'll start with you.
Hi. Hi, my name is Sarah Hawkins, and I'm in the 12th grade.
Okay.
My name is Nisha Nelson. I am in the 11th grade.
My name is Dee Dee Jenkins, and I'm in the 12th grade.
Very good. And I said I'm Miss Glenn, and I'm the school counselor, and I do a little teaching when I need a substitute. So you've seen me on campus before. Now, the next thing that I want to ask you to is, were you referred to counseling or did you volunteer to come?
Me, I was referred to come.
Why?
Because I want to. I had to come to to learn some.
It's okay. Do you remember who referred you to come to our counseling session?
The counselor, Miss Hickson.
The academic counselor.
Yes.
Okay. And were you referred to come to counseling, or did you?
No, my teacher was telling me about it.
Okay.
And I decided to come to help me. I figured it helped me with the problems I'm having.
Okay. Dee Dee?
I was referred by the teacher because I don't know. She thinks I have some anger problems.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you have some?
I don't think I have it. I think people just be getting on my nerves.
Okay.
And so it's not my fault.
You think? What did you say?
It's your fault.
I think Miss Dee Dee do.
You have a class with her?
Yes.
So you think she does?
First period. Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna try to see if we can help Dee Dee overcome those problems. How about that?
Okay.
In a way that. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you to turn off your phone.
Sorry.
Oh, not a problem. We'll remember. We'll catch that later. Now, the other thing that I wanted to ask you is, have you participated in counseling before? And I'll give you my background experience of my previous experience with counseling. When I was in high school, we used to always think that people that went to counseling just was kind of crazy or whatever and needed some help. But I participated in peer counseling. My counselor referred me. I needed an elective, really. So she told me to go to peer counseling. But when I went, I realized that it was really helpful to peer counseling. Let me back up. Peer counseling is when you have your peers together. Mostly, those are the ones who do the talking to kind of talk through problems or even just regular school situations or family situations. And the people that are your same age kind of help you through it based on their experiences and what they went through. So then I realized that counseling wasn't all that bad. It was with crazy people that was, You see outside, quiet tripping. So I started to like counseling. So have you participated in counseling before?
Yes, I have.
Sarah.
I have participated in counseling. I participated when I was in the 5th grade, but I'm no longer doing that.
Because you're not in 5th grade no more. Then when you participated before, did it help you? Do you think that it helped you?
Yes.
Okay.
It helped me with the death of my grandfather.
Okay, very good. When you went to counseling, do you think that the counseling helped you to help your family too, or mostly just for you?
Just for me, the way I responded to the whole ordeal when the after the death of my grandpa. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Dee Dee, what about you? Have you participated in counseling before at another school or outside agency?
Yes, I participated in counseling called Counsel, and you had to have a talking piece, and the person who was talking, the only person that can talk is the person that's holding the talking piece, and you can pick whatever talking piece you want. The teacher or the counselor had different pieces, different little things, and it was like a little ball or maybe a car or something, whatever the person wanted, they would pick up, and then they can talk about whatever topic we were talking about that day.
Were you referred to that counseling, or did you volunteer for that one?
I was referred there too, and I don't know why, but they said the same thing, like I have a problem with anger.
Do you think that counseling session and that setup helped you at all?
I think it helped me because people weren't talking over me. I could talk when I had the talking piece, and so everybody had to listen to me when I was talking, because they don't always do that.
Very good. Okay. Ms. Nelson, have you participated in counseling before?
Yes, I had this lady. She came to my house when I was about, I say like 12, and she referred me to this other place because she said she couldn't help me anymore, because of my attitude.
She wasn't equipped to help you anymore?
Yeah,
Or-
basically.
Okay.
She said I had a bad attitude, so I went to this one in Hawthorne. I stayed for I say like the rest, like 4 more years. I stopped. I still go visit them. It helped me a lot. That's why I'm back in counseling, trying to see if I can.
Okay, very good. So now the next thing that I want to discuss, and we're doing pretty good by time today, ladies, because I know since this is our first session, we're just kind of getting to know each other, and so that's why I'm asking you these questions before we jump into any type of specific topic. You've all been to counseling before, which is good. That means you understand what to expect, and you understand a little bit about how the process goes. Everybody conducts counseling different, especially group counseling setting. Oh, I should ask you, how many of you, did you do individual counseling, like by yourself, or did group counseling before? I remember mine was peer counseling, so it was a group of us. So what was yours?
Mine was a group, and sometimes we'll meet individually. If we was having a bad day, something like that.
Was it with the same counselor?
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Ms. Nelson?
Yes. The first lady that wasn't equipped, it was just me and her by herself. But when she sent me to the other one, it was a group of kids. Yeah, it was a lot of kids.
Which one did you like better?
I say the group because everybody. I wasn't the other person. Everybody was like me.
And what about you, ma'am?
I did group, and I forgot that I did do counseling when I was younger, and it was one-on-one. And I don't even understand if that was counseling because we just played Uno all day.
Oh.
But I guess she was talking to me too while we were playing.
Well, maybe that was just an age-appropriate activity to help you get used to that setting. So which did you like better, individual, by yourself counseling, or when you had the group?
I like by myself counseling better, so people will be all in my business.
True.
Okay. So the last thing that I want to ask you before we wrap up our initial session today, our introductory session, is what do you want to accomplish from this group counseling? We're going to start with Dee Dee this time.
I want to figure out how to not make people make me mad. all the time.
Okay. That's the main thing you want to do.
And my main thing is I don't want people to make me mad. I'll figure out how that won't happen.
Okay. Ms. Nelson?
Me, I say like attitude wise, yeah. Don't catch an attitude so fast.
Who, them or you?
Me.
Okay, so we have, we're not to make people mad for Dee Dee. And then, what about you, Sarah?
I would like my coping mechanisms to be spot on.
What does that mean?
Like,
That's some good technical language, though. What was it?
like,
I tell you, you've been a counselor before.
so like the way, the way I think about things, the way I,
Look at life.
yes,
You need to do what? Be more optimistic about it, be more positive, or be smarter about it? What you think?
I need to think in a positive way.
Okay. Okay, ladies, very good. So now we have a starting point for which to work with. I want to thank you all for coming, and I will see you next week.
Thank you.
I'll cut y'all off. Oh.
I like how you just put me on the spot there.